Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, and welcome back to another episode of Lord of the Rings Home. And today we have some additional news regarding Chapter 2 of the Raids and Mines of Moria. Now, I really want to be, super excited for this kind of stuff, but gotta admit that the last couple of days, basically since Tuesday, has been a bit of a train wreck with Capital Games and Lord of the Rings. And so I'm not like super upbeat right now. I gotta just admit it outright up front, but we're gonna cover it anyways, and maybe there will be some silver linings in here. And for those of you who are unaware, now I don't know when this is coming because I haven't received it yet, and let me know if you have. But there was some additional resolution from after I made the previous video yesterday that at roughly around 6 p.m. they made an announcement about the ongoing I guess it had been resolved, but the exploitation of the inbox from raids of the first raid. And so earlier this week, a small number of players were able to exploit the game to obtain additional rewards. We have fixed the issue that had caused this exploit. We'll find out, right? Week 2 or Chapter 2, who knows if this is going to happen again, and have since actioned on offending accounts individually. Players who were not found exploiting, aka most of us, we will receive 5 Gandalf the Grey Shards. Whatever, right? Like he's like 310 shard unlock. 150,000 gold. This isn't even half of one box in the guild track. At the very least, it could have been 300,000, honestly. But like I said in the previous video, I know people who have spent millions of gold that they had erroneously received, and Capital Games didn't roll it back. So that's probably my biggest disappointment, was that they were either incapable of doing the rollbacks, or they just didn't want to, or they just didn't have the resources or the manpower to do so individually. Maybe it takes too long to do this per account, and so they didn't want to do it, get into people's gold, before and after of what they spent, that kind of stuff. But it's still a disappointment anyways. In my opinion, it's not enough. It doesn't go far enough. And, at the very least, this compensation could have been a lot better. It's incredibly weak. But I just wanted to go over this anyways. We anticipate being able to send it sometime next week. Okay, so I thought I was looking for it actually now, but no, apparently it's not until later. So don't worry. If you haven't got it, it's going to come later on. Whatever, that's like 1 5-star rank upgrade for you. But anyways, let's go take a look at the Chapter 2 event details for Mines of Moria, which we know to be the Cave Troll of Moria. That's essentially what it is. You can see it actually on the raids here. Also, we're on our way, I guess, back to getting 2,000 keys again. But if you scroll over, Doom, you can kind of see him. He's there anyways, and he's probably going to be a mini-boss. There's a couple of orcs on the side. Maybe they're his companion healers or something like that. Who knows? Anyways, we're going to see that here. So let's zoom in so we can see a little bit better. Greetings, ring bearers. We've been enjoying the first. We hope you've been enjoying the first. I love the blogs and the way that they're laid out, because knowing what we know about some of the previous issues, it's really tone deaf, but that's okay. We hope you've been enjoying the first chapter of the Mines of Moria raid. We've previously spoken about how it will unfold chapter by chapter. Mines of Moria Chapter 2, Doom, will be available in-game approximately a week and a half from now. Now, that's what I found the most interesting and also the most scary, because I'm wondering, because they originally said that it was going to be every month. Now, I know that this is technically a separate month from when it was originally launched last week, even though we didn't get to run it until Tuesday, which was technically in August. I would be surprised. A week and a half would put this at the week of August the 15th. So I'm saying Tuesday because some of us are launching raids on Tuesday now because of the raid keys. So we're basically looking at Tuesday, August the 15th. So that is a week and a half from now, but maybe about 2 weeks sooner than I expected to launch. And so again, yeah, I'm a little bit scared that it might not be well tested. That there could be the same bugs that we've been seeing in Chapter 1. That the guild chests, who knows, right? Individual tracks, maybe it's not going to pay out properly. Maybe there's going to be a bug on that too. Who knows, right? And so that's my biggest concern now in this game. Every time anything like is even is even shown is whether or not it's going to come out as expected, if it's going to come out bugged, what kind of, situation are we going to be in when we run it. But I digress. Anyways, let's continue on. The shadowy figure has lured Gandalf away from the Fellowship, leaving them to fend off the hordes of orcs by themselves. With your assistance, they have defeated the first waves, allowing them to move deeper into the mines, hoping to find a path to escape. In the second chapter, we encounter a new foe as the Fellowship delves deeper. The Cave Troll. A cave troll blocks their travels through the depths of the mountains. Will your ring of power and the champions you have collected enough to be able to defeat him? So here it is. This is this cave troll for the battle. The Moria cave troll is a massive creature who is able to resist damage and banes with his thick, stony skin. In battle, he gains momentum, a unique boon that makes him faster and empowers his attacks. By using his abilities, counterattacking, and blocking incoming attacks. Oh, that's what it does. To defeat this cave troll, you will need to control this momentum by landing critical hits, bringing dispels, and inflicting specific banes like Disrupted. Now, they said, CM Haim said that there was going to be some hints in here, and I think we're basically saying that this is going to be based on the Haradrim. The Haradrim are going to be very good for this, and if you haven't started building them yet now, then make sure you do, because it's obviously Black Serpent Poison blocks banes. Blocks boons, which is what his momentum is going to be. The most effective way to defeat the Cave Troll is intercepting the momentum boon with these Black Serpent. It says Bekelus, but honestly, anyone can apply Black Serpent Poison as long as you have Tebeb, and they share the passive abilities as long as they crit and that kind of stuff. Tebeb's fight is one leader ability. Given their synergy as well as their strength as a group, while focusing down large single targets, the Haradrim are likely to serve you well in this fight. Robel has a lot of turn bar mechanics, especially single target on her basic, so it's going to be pretty good. As a reminder, for the Mines of Moria raid, you can create and bring a team made up of any selection of characters you win in battle. Be aware any characters you will use will become exhausted and will not be used in subsequent attempts in that chapter. So it does seem that this still is going to be a 5-team, 25 character attempt thing. That you're going to have 5 attempts, that you're going to have 25 characters. I think this might be the entire Mines of Moria might be like that, where you're going to have 5 attempts, 5 teams, and 5 chances to be able to get points on the Cave Troll. So even if you don't have the Haradrim built right now, obviously you can still use some of your teams that you have right now. It's just if they don't apply Disrupted, then it's going to be a bit of a problem because he's going to get that boon, and you're probably not going to last as long as some other teams. That's it. I think that what it suggests is that they're planning each chapter around a specific set of characters, maybe, that they obviously want to sell, but that you're going to do a little bit better points-wise for being able to do that. It's just like how, certain teams do better on chapter 1. And, we're going to be doing a guide video, or, in my opinion, guide video based on my experiences and sort of what teams did better and what you really need to look out for. That's going to be hopefully coming on Sunday before next week's chapter 1 redo, hopefully. And I'll be getting that out there. And some stuff to do for the weekend as well. But yeah, Chapter 2, Haradrim. If you haven't started working on them, honestly, I've been working on them for some time. Because even before they announced the characters, I've been farming them every day. I mentioned this in my previous videos. You can see my Wubete up here, Yeftu and Robel. Wubete is almost 6-star. Yeftu is almost 5-star. And especially with the login calendar, I'll definitely get them there. And Robel I've been farming every single day as well. Now, unfortunately, obviously, since A, I refuse to spend money on this game, and B, I'm not, well, I guess it's both. I'm not wailing on Tebeb the Sage. She's going to remain there at 3-star, but I'm still going to bring her up some of her abilities because it is pretty important for the team. I just hope that because I don't have high star levels that she doesn't die that fast, but there's a few things that you actually don't even need that high on the leader ability. I would get level 3, probably at least to give an additional block chance, and then level 2 for the fight. I mean, this is pretty easy to do though. And other than that, you might want to probably upgrade the Southron Medicine to level 4. To heal all squad members, that's kind of important, and also the ultimate and special 2, which gives a +1 haste duration at level 5. That would be really nice. So it's haste for 2 turns for everyone. Luckily, though, at level 1, it does give 1 turn of haste. The problem with 1 turn of haste is that depending on when it goes off, that's not really that great, because then it's just going to drop as soon as you take your turn. So having +1 haste duration is really, really handy. It is on a cooldown of 6, but overall, haste is just really, really crazy. So, I'm happy with that. And the passive is okay. I don't like it. I don't think I'm going to bother wasting purples in it past like level 4. honestly. But yeah, I don't like chances for things. 75% chance, it is what it is, I guess. And then also 50% chance to gain Unbreakable. It's not even guaranteed to get Unbreakable. So yeah, not something that you really want to invest in a lot. Level 3, you know what, let's get level 3. Always grant Fortitude? Yeah, okay. But other than that, yeah, that's what I'm doing is I'm just working on my Haradrim. I'm going to be working on, obviously, the characters that I have higher ranked up. Wubete, Yeftu, and Robel. Probably Wubete. I'm kind of prioritizing him. Obviously, the star ranks means huge stats. So that's kind of on the agenda for me. And probably Robel secondary just because of the turn bar rewind and the stuff that she does. So that's it. That's prepping, I guess, for Chapter 2 in about 10 days. And we'll see where my Haradrim get there by the time this launches. And of course, we have Bakelu coming next Thursday. And hopefully the game doesn't break anymore between now and then, because it's been a bit of a bumpy ride and a little bit disappointing, I have to admit. But anyways, hopefully things get better. Maybe they won't. We'll find out. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, though, because it is a Friday. So have fun this weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Boilon, signing out.